The Sahara Desert. The Sahara Desert is the largest, hottest desert in the world, covering approximately 3.5 million square miles, which is also equivalent to 9.2 million square kilometers. It spans across an enormous region, covering almost 25% of the African continent. Geographically, the Sahara Desert stretches over an area of about 3,552,000 square miles, which is also equivalent to 9,200,000 square kilometers. It also has an approximate length of 4,800 kilometers, with a width also approximately 1,800 kilometers. The desert landscape is diverse, featuring mountains, ranges, rocky plateaus, gravelly plains, sand dunes, oases, depressions, and more. The vast desert features various notable landmarks, including the Atlas Mountains, the Sahara's highest peak, as well as the Qattara Depression, the lowest point in Africa. Rainfall in the Sahara is a rare and significant event, as it can take years for substantial precipitation to occur. The desert's rainfall patterns are highly unpredictable and variable, with considerable impacts on the environment. The scarcity of rainfall makes each occurrence crucial for the desert's ecosystem, supporting the brief but vibrant blooming of plants and sustainability of life for the region's unique wildlife. According to archaeological evidence, humans inhabited the Sahara region as far back as 8,000 years ago, during a period known as African Humid Period. At that time, the Sahara had a much wetter climate, with grasslands and forests supporting a diverse range of wildlife. Between 8,000 and 5,000 BCE, the region was primarily occupied by farmers, fishermen, and hunters. These early inhabitants relied on the Sahara's abundant natural resources, including rivers, lakes, and wetlands. It wasn't until around 5,000 BCE that the nomadic pastoralism was introduced into the Sahara from the Middle East, marking a significant shift in the region's cultural and economic landscape. As the Sahara gradually became drier and more arid, the population adapted to the changing environment, developing new technologies and strategies to survive the harsh desert conditions. As the Sahara became drier due to changes in the African climate, the region gradually transformed into a desert. The desertification process continued to expand due to a combination of factors. These factors include overgrazing, which depleted vegetation and encouraged soil erosion, deforestation, and variation in ocean currents affected the region's precipitation patterns, while climate change altered the temperature and rainfall. Tectonic activities also reshaped the region's topography and disrupted water cycles. The Sahara Desert has been home to numerous nomadic groups for centuries. These groups include the Bedouin, and the Tuaregs. These nomadic groups adapted to the harsh desert environment, dwelling in tents and migrating seasonally. They typically owned large number of livestock such as camels, goats, and sheep, which provided milk, meat, and wool. The introduction of camels to the Sahara Desert around 5000 BCE marked a significant turning point in the region's history. Originating from the Middle East, these hardy and adaptable creatures quickly became an essential part of life in the Sahara. The camels provided milk, meat, and wool, as well as serving as pack animals for trade and commerce, facilitating the growth of trade networks along the desert and connecting the Sahara to the rest of Africa, the Middle East, and beyond. The nomads also engaged in trade, commerce, and exchanged goods like salt, dates, and textiles. Additionally, the Berbers, an indigenous ethnic group, lived along the northwest of the coast of Africa and gradually became established through the Sahara. In conclusion, the Sahara Desert has a rich cultural heritage shaped by the resilience and adaptability of its nomadic inhabitants. Their traditional way of life, centered around livestock herding and trade, has thrived in one of the world's harshest environments.